All right, I am back in going to be playing some more with this Vesper Radius. I was playing with it the other day, and it exceeded my expectations. I was surprised on the art subclass. Um, if you run into a group of enemies and pop your rift, um, it does a pretty good like add clear effect, and we getting some hand cannon kills. So I don't know. This could be pretty good. It has a blind effect as well, so I think that'll come in handy. I was always curious as to what would be the best fragment right here. That one's pretty good. The one where you get damage resistance while it's around it. It's pretty good, but then I just use the one that gives you more recovery. I just think that's on a rift based build. So
ding, 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 ding. Hi, bring a sword. What's that big? I always wanted a pet hive. The Ascendant plane must have all kinds. I'm oversharing. All right, hold on to something. Kill the hostiles. Grab the moats, drop them in the bank. Incoming at the gulch. Incoming at the depot. Those moats popped a large blocker on the enemy side. Perfect. Hostiles incoming at the cavern. Portal's ready. Go say hello. Your allies invading. I spot a high-value target. Give them hell. Your allies defeated. Bringing them back. Moats drained. The blockers must die, sister. High-value target is down and out. Look, bank and get that primeval out there. That should keep your enemy busy. Let's see more moats. Portal's ready. Grab your gun. Hostiles incoming at the depot. Hey, you're losing most. Ice the blockers. Invader on the field. Careful. Prime Eagle here. Kill it and win this. Losing team has a Prime Eagle. You've got to finish first. Envoy's dead. Kill the Prime Eagle. Invaders off the field. Allies invading the other side. Envoy's dead. Kill the Prime Eagle. You're in the lead. Invader on the field. Careful. Your invader's back. No kills on either side. Envoy's in the dirt. Now kill the big guy. Enemy invader down. Nice. That Prime Eagle's nearly dead. Sometimes I forget you killed a god or two. Haven't seen shooting like that since an Iron Lady named Ephrodite ruined my bar. Dark Age was wild times. Good work.
That was a pretty close match. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I'll say Vesper Radius puts in work. It's pretty good. I mean, Arc Souls are pretty good. You're not going to have as much damage resistance next season without the amped up and electric armor. I mean, yeah. It won't be as good, but something will emerge. There's usually some meta that everyone enjoys doing. I don't even see the hand cannon bounties. I thought I had one, but it's a scout rifle. I think I'm just fucking around now. I don't have any bounties, but that's cool.
Ooh! Scorn approaching. It's time to bang Knuckles. Scorn is just a falling down on his luck. Ha ha! Yeah, that's terrible.
Happen. And I've come to find out that no, this is a plan that was hatched, that was threaded, that was approved, that was put into action, and that people performed the activity of. And the only reason it didn't work is that basically, like Mike. In the weeds, news stories about this. Yeah, right. I was deep in the weeds because at that time there was a listener who went off the crazy conspiracy end and was questioning every single thing that Trump would say. They would believe it, and they would say, "Well, they burned these ballots. Well, they did this." Yeah. And I would send them fact check stuff of all, and they would say, "Well, I don't believe that source." And I'd be like, "Well, then I don't know what to tell you." Right? Yeah. Other than this has been fact checked by news organizations that have a lot to lose here. You should believe me, or you should not. You should certainly not believe the person who has something to gain from it. Right? That feels like bad skepticism, in my opinion. But anyway, there's a lot. I was deep in the weeds of this. I can't tell you how often. I watched it play out. And even on January 6th, there was sort of a edge that felt buffoonish, right? The Kraken lawsuit, the people who were running up into the Capitol felt buffoonish. They didn't feel, they felt like they were lost. They didn't know what they were doing. They weren't organized. So while it was a heinous act against the government, I never once in the entire time that all this stuff was happening, I never really felt threatened. I was always like, yeah, it's scary, but I also think they're all comical buffoons. And so they're always planned to fail. And I think that's the problem, is that even us and other people who were in the media played it out to be like, they never had a chance because they're all stupid and goofballs. And that's not the case. And the way this is being brought out now, they're like, no, they were a lot closer than we thought. There just so happened to be a few people that were standing in line waiting to stop this. But really, genuinely, the media played it out like these guys are a fucking joke. They're never like, they got a fucking lawsuit that's ridiculous. Get out of here. I can't believe they're going to do this. Right. And in this, but at the same time, like they were close. They were. I feel the same way. And I feel like I remember talking to you personally, not on the show, personally. I remember just texting or talking, but like when January 6th was happening, like you knew about it before I did. Yeah. So like I wasn't aware. I was doing something else. I wasn't in front of the news and recycling the radio. You knew about it. And I think you texted me something that was happening. And like, wait, what? And then I'm trying to catch up. I remember being like, oh, what, I got like a shaman master stealing the podium? Yeah. I remember being like, these guys are so incompetent, they can't even storm the castle properly, you know? Yeah. Like, it just felt like, and a lot of the like first images that came out, and this is true of the whole coup attempt, the whole 2-month long coup attempt. And that's really what it is. Yeah, no, and that's really how it's like, not wrong, thought of. Like for the whole 2-month coup attempt, you find out this piece of information. You'd be like, that's silly. Oh, you got the Kraken Elite Squad power team or whatever. And then be like, some drunk girl from Michigan's like, and then I saw the balance being stuff. And you're like, all right, lady, whatever. Sure. Or like a fucking wolf shaman master shows up. He's like, oh, whoa. And you're like, all right, man. But everything that you find out is like you dig 1 inch deeper into the soil. And you're like, wait a minute, actually, there was intense violence. And there's a lot of intense violence and attempts to murder people and to like people with fucking zip ties and shit. That's not what you saw first. You didn't see that. Like, you did not see it. You're absolutely right. And like the same is true of like these lawsuits. You're like, these are bullshit lawsuits. And like electors, that sounds like some crazy, like wild, greasy-haired Giuliani shit. You're like, yeah, man, they showed up. They mailed out letters saying I'm the fucking elector. All this stuff was so much more serious. And like the investigation, I think you're right. Like the initial media reports to me all sounded silly. They sounded goofy and carnival-esque. And then you look underneath and you're like, holy shit, no, they were so close. And they were so close, not just on January 6th, but for the whole 2 months leading up to the and the tough part about it is that the anger that you had on January 6th, and then finding out the images that were sort of given to us that diffused that anger. Yeah. But then you had to sort of reignite your anger once you found out the real stuff that happened. Right. You're not as because I'll tell you what, there would have been a lot more serious things happening, I think, much sooner if you knew the depth of what they were planning and those guys who were just across the river with all their guns. Yeah, I was gonna say, what I mean, like you find out the Proud Boys had fucking like gun depots, and that they specifically scouted these properties ahead of time. And there's a different for the march. They were there, they were there before the Proud march. I mean, you find out all this information, you're like, after holy shit. And then they had that whole impeachment hearing without any of this information. Right. None of that stuff came. This investigation at the time. It take time. We'll read another one. So the next one, false statements and solicitation of high-ranking statements. Members of the enterprise, including several of the defendants, made false statements in Fulton County and elsewhere in the state of Georgia to officials, including the governor, Secretary of State, Speaker of the House, members of the enterprise also corrupted solicited Georgia officials to violate their oaths through Georgia and the United States Constitution by unlawfully changing the outcome of the presidential election of Donald Trump. And I want to say a couple of things about this. The first is, I've been bitching for a long time about why doesn't anybody do anything? He's just lying. Can you just lie? Why can you just lie? There you go. There it is, right there. No, you fucking can't. Yes. People have been letting it slip that this person didn't. No, you fucking can't. Sit the fuck down. And the other thing is, I said it a couple of weeks ago, that oath is just an oath, right? Who cares? It's just an oath. That guy just said those words and he got up today, and then he decided to hold on to that oath and to defy those people, even though it was in his best interest. We talked about this 2 weeks ago, right? Defying that oath is a fucking crime. Yeah. Convincing somebody to defy that oath is a fucking crime. You didn't know that, and I didn't know that, right? I'm not a law guy, right? I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy, right? I didn't know that, but I'll tell you what. Thank fucking goodness it is, man.
I know, man. Bring the house down. You're in the lead. Take down that prime evil, and it's Gambit's you. Enemy is face down. Thank you.
I know. I felt a palpable sense of relief reading this particular indictment. And like these things need to be illegal. Like, we talked on the show, and it's something we got a bit of criticism. We talked about on the show, but we talked about maybe it shouldn't be okay for these people to lie. And like, it's not okay. Like as you pointed out, it's not okay to lie. It depends on the venue, the context, and who you're lying to, right? And what you're trying to accomplish. And what you're trying to accomplish. What is the lie aimed toward? And that's the difference between your First Amendment right and fraud, right? Is they're both lies, but what is one aimed to accomplish? Is
scorn approaching.
All right, I'm back.
That big. Unlike the fallen, the scorn have given
An aim
up
to
on a
accomplish
better
is exactly
life.
right. It's the context and everything else that surrounds it. You know, I said on the show a while back, and I just want to bring this up in case anyone else had a similar thought. I said on the show a while back that maybe we should hold public officials to a different and higher standard with respect to the truth. Sure. And I did see a piece of feedback which I thought was kind of interesting. They said, you know, but if we do that, then federal officials, when asked a question about something that they're not allowed to talk about, would be like, how would they be able to respond to that? And I just want to say, like, they would respond to that by saying, I'm not allowed to talk about that, right? And that is classified, and I simply can't discuss it. There's a difference between not saying everything you know and lying and just straight out fucking lying. There is a big difference. I don't think you should really just make up an alternative fact. I do like that these indictments seem to be trying to roll back the time curtain on alternative facts.
I like that too. Number 3, Tom, creation and distribution of false electoral college documents. I don't really have to read this. We know what happened. They basically tried to intervene and cast false electors.
Yeah.
And they caught them doing it, and they have these documents, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, that's where you and I are both like,
This next one, I did not understand the extent of this because this stuff is local to Georgia, so I didn't really understand the extent of it. I did hear this woman's testimony, but I didn't understand the extent. Harassment and intimidation of Fulton County election worker Ruby Freeman. Members of the enterprise, including several of the defendants, falsely accused election worker Ruby Freeman of committing election crimes. These false accusations were repeated to Georgia legislators, and other officials in an effort to persuade them to unlawfully change the outcome of the presidential election. In furtherance to this scheme, members traveled to harass and intimidate Freeman and solicit her to falsely confess to crimes she did not commit. They sent like a PR person down. We'll get to it. They did a whole bunch of shit to try to convince her this is a brand new thing.
yeah, I didn't know. I mean, they knocked on her door. They knocked on her neighbor's door.
Called
They
her a bunch of times.
they straight up lied to her about like, oh, I'm here to help you. Like, oh, terrible.
Solicitation of high-ranking United States Department of Justice officials. This is that guy who was basically, sending shit out on letterhead for the Justice Department. Members of the enterprise, including several of the defendants, corruptly solicited high-ranking U.S. Department of Justice officials to make false statements, government officials, and accuse government officials in Fulton County, Georgia.
This is that line. Just say that the shit's in question.
Donald Trump stated to the acting United States Attorney General, just say the election was corrupt and we'll leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman. Solicitation of the Vice President of the United States. We are very familiar with that. We know that's one of the things that happened.
What did we call Pence a pussy or a Boy Scout?
Pence, by the way, this week came out and said, and was on the side of this indictment. Really? He'd be like, yeah, no, you shouldn't have done any of that stuff. And I was the one who said the Constitution. He was the one who wanted to be elected in spite of the Constitution. And so, like, I probably said it way more powerfully than he did, Tom. But
Yeah, if you could whimper while you're talking.
Yes, mother. Number 7, unlawful breach of election equipment in Georgia and elsewhere. I didn't realize that they had broken into some of this stuff and had asked for data they shouldn't have had. Members of the enterprise, including several defendants, conspired in Fulton County to unlawfully access secure voting equipment and voter data. In Georgia, members stole data, including ballot images, voting equipment software, personal voting information, and distributed it to other members, including those in different states. And so this is another thing we're going to talk about, but genuinely, this is one of those things which are like, okay, this wasn't spoken about really a lot at all, but they're like walking in and taking shit that they shouldn't have. Yeah. There's other stuff that happened too that is intimidation based that you didn't hear about it then. You hear about it now. I didn't hear about it.
I didn't know what was happening. At one point, Mark Meadows himself.
Oh, come on.
And they're like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, help you? He's like, bro, I'm Mark Meadows. You may know me from such places as Washington, D.C. You know me from such places as Mark Meadows. And they're like, go to your trailer in North Carolina.
Wherever you live, you weirdo. This is the last one. Obstruction acts in furtherance of the conspiracy and cover-up. Members of the enterprise, including several defendants, filed false documents, made false statements to the government investigators, and committed perjury in judicial proceedings in Fulton County, Georgia, and elsewhere to cover up the conspiracy. So that's the basis of this whole thing. It's a brutal indictment. And like you say, the first part is all just the RICO stuff. Yep. So it's all, a ton of fake elector stuff, because the fake elector thing is the conspiracy, right? That's the conspiracy that they're building on. They had a plan to subvert the real electoral college, and they did it by conspiring with each other to plan to basically throw out real votes for fake votes.
And I know we said this last time you got indicted, which was an hour ago, but I think this is really important. Like, the fake electors didn't have to show up in order for this plan to work. This was so devious about this plan. In order for this plan to work, the fake electors didn't have to show up and have those votes counted as electoral votes in order for this plan to work. All that had to happen was the fake electors show up, or their votes show up, and they're sort of counted. That throws the system into chaos and turmoil. By throwing it into chaos and turmoil, they then had a plan that, look, even if the fake electors from Michigan or Georgia don't count, or Wisconsin or whatever don't count, then we can throw it to the legislature for the one-cell, one-count thing. And in the legislatures in these states are Republican dominated and Republican controlled. So the plan was, look, we can win at two different angles. Yeah. If we have fake electors, we either win if you count them, or we win if the fake elector, if opening up that envelope causes so much confusion that it throws it back to the courts. Maybe it goes to a court that's favorable to it. It goes it back to the state. It goes to a legislature that's favorable to it. The plan was so fucking devious because it had two elements that it could work better.
It had two success conditions.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like basically like it's a win condition. It's like when you could either capture the flag or kill all
Yeah,
the
that
guys,
motherfucker
but either way you win, and that's what they did.
Not like me.
And you know that's true. You know what you said is true because the quote is when he's speaking to the acting attorney general, just say the election is corrupt and leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman. He says out loud the plan. The plan is
That's so damning.
the plan is to overthrow this election by pitching it back to the Congress. And that thing with the Congress is so fucking weighted to the Republicans because they have more land. They own more land, but more people live in like 5 states than all the rest of that land. And so they have the way that system is. It wasn't just like the House of Representatives. You need one vote, one for whatever. You do one. It's the House of Representatives picks one person from their state to vote for them. So what happens is California that shits out like 40 some fucking electors. No, you get one. You get one. And fucking Wyoming gets one.
Well, like Wisconsin would basically be like, all right, great. Since there's confusion, we're going to throw away the votes of the people. We're going to disenfranchise all the voters of Wisconsin, and we're going to put up for vote by the legislature in Wisconsin, Republican dominated, and the Republicans are going to say, great, we cast all of our votes for no.
Yeah,
and that's that. And that's how.
And Georgia was on the same thing.
Georgia would have done the same thing. Pennsylvania might have done the same thing, and Arizona might have done the same thing.
It wouldn't matter because with 2 of them
They won. So this whole plan, like every piece of the conspiracy, to your point, to the RICO statute, like all of the other pieces lead to that. That's the balloon traveling up to the needle in the ceiling, right? That's the piece. That's the end piece of the mousetrap.
Yeah.
And all of this other activity is really aimed at this. And I did believe this was a keystone too. I really did. I really did.
We got 2 guys on the end of elector ballot, and they smack another guy with it, and he falls off.
I couldn't hear either one of them. I shouldn't be playing both the podcast and the game at the same time. Was it this one? I guess so. Okay. I was supposed to be editing a video for the Instagram page, and I very well may do that. I think I just uploaded it into my editor. I was waiting for it to pan out, but I think I may have come to the realization that this idea of doing the multicam editing may just be too much for me right now. Like, it's like, if it's not broke, why am I trying to, reinvent the wheel kind of deal? So sure, I can't really zoom in like I would like. I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
I still could do a multicam
ready
on
to see what you're fighting
LumaFusion
today?
just using the one video.
Fallen on the horizon.
But I forget the cameras move around, which make it
Nothing like
impossible.
hunting Fallen in the morning. Show 'em why the traveler left them.
I guess, yeah, that's rough.
Banker. Hostiles at the trees. Incoming wave at the ruins. Bleeding moats, sister. Whack the blocker. Invader inbound. Large blocker set. Enemy invader down. Hey, you can't blame him for trying. Hostiles at the trees. High value target identified. Get him. Oh, yeah! Look at those hostiles running. High value target destroyed.
God damn, Vesper is so good. Holy shit. Did you see that? Oh my god.
You sent a large blocker to the other
That's
side.
so crazy.
For the Vanguard. Portals up. Go look in the eye. Your allies invading. Your invaders down. Now you're close. Bang! Summon that prime evil. Hostiles at the trees. Portals up. Go take them out. Small blocker to the other side. You're being invaded. Find them before they find you. Prime Evil's here. Kill it and win this. Your enemy called up a Prime Evil. Finish this before they do. Envoys terminated. Now, bring the house down. Allies invading the other side. You're in the lead. Take down that prime evil, and it's gambit's yours. Envoys eliminated. Focus on the prime evil. team's about to win.
Oh, really?
Opposing team put their primeval on ice.
Even with all that, it was pretty cool though. I had to see that clip. That's crazy. I think I might still save that shit. All right.
Last 30 minutes. Last.
Yeah, I might want to see just the gameplay of that.
Destiny 2. New notification. Video
It's
clip active.
crazy. I can't even imagine if everyone was wearing one of those. Just what that field would look like. It's just like, I remember using Vesper in Gambit years ago when it was total shit. And even then it was kind of fun, but like the blinding, the explosions, the pulsing afterwards, like, yeah. I still find it funny that, you know, like one of the first videos I ever saw on it was of someone panning the changes as, you know, meh. Then I start seeing it in strikes, and you know, like I still haven't even upgraded it, right? Like it's a 1600, which you know I would not be doing. I put all my stuff at max light, which is, you know, 1810. I actually should fix that. I don't even have one. I think I got delete happy and yeah. That looks like a no-go.
Let's see what we've got for each other.
I guess this is a perfect example of why it doesn't matter, because
underway.
I mean, I would run that in a Nightfall, but yeah,
Well done.
or Lost Sector.
Please, Guardian.
I would run it in Lost Sector, I think. Maybe.
Let's see what we've got for each other.
That would have been nice if that were a chess piece. But it's okay. I should reserve a few pieces. Let's see what I have.
Sure.
I really did fill up the bounties on this one. I just want to play more of that shit. It's so cool. Let me check on my Titan.
Let's get you back out there.
The Guardians.
Underway. All done. Hi.
Greetings.
Let's see. Okay. The grenade. That I can do anywhere.
What do you need?
Okay. So that just cuts off all audio of the game. Huh. Well, we'll see if it actually makes it into the recording. Let's see. All right. Just I guess a regular ass void build. I mean, this works. See what bounties.
What's up, hero?
Yeah, considering I have that right there as a possibility. Huh. Yeah, I really don't play Gambit anymore, do I? I'm gonna listen to the news. Here we go.
And then the shaman jumps off the top ropes onto him or whatever. Yeah.
This felt to me at the time like a coup, like it was like written on a piece of like a giant pane of glass being carried across the street, you know? Like it's like this is like real delicate. This was way more robust.
And here's a line from the New York Times that I read. It says the claim that Mr. Trump's allies were involved in a plan to unlawfully gain access to secure voting equipment and voter data is a new criminal allegation that the Justice Department's indictment of Mr. Trump did not include. So they didn't include that in DC. And this is kind of the first time that a lot of people are hearing about this because this is me too. Because this is a widely spread out thing. And so again, every one of these indictments pulls back another layer. And this indictment is great because they waited for the other ones to come out, right?
Yeah, right.
And then they just said, well, why don't I just fucking tape those together and call it RICO case? Because I mean, that's kind of what she did.
And this prosecutor has extensive experience prosecuting RICO. Extensive. This is her thing, right? Like if somebody could have a law fetish, a prosecutorial law fetish, she fucking gets off on RICO. She successfully prosecuted a RICO against a bunch of teachers in a cheating scam.
Yeah.
This lady knows
knows, and like everything that I've listened to is like she is a fantastically good lawyer. Like she is just like, like you don't want to go up against this lady.
And Donald Trump has been lying on the record for years. Lying on the record about this for 2.5 years. What is it, 2.5, 2, 3 years? It's 3 years now. Almost 3 years, man. Almost 3 years. He's been lying about this. And you know what? It probably is 3 years because he was making these claims before the election even happened. He was laying the groundwork for this already before the election even happened. But you know, for at least 2 years and 9 months, he's been lying about this particular thing on the record. There's plenty of tape out there of him saying this stuff. There's also plenty of tape of a bunch of people saying he knows it's not true. Well, and him lying is the fucking problem.
Yep. And what I love from both of these indictments, but this one also does a great job of it, is it outlines the timeline and narrative detail. It says, here's when these guys met, and they had a conversation where he was informed that there was no fucking fraud in Georgia. There was no fraud. He had that conversation. He asked him, no, none of that shit is true. And then at 6 o'clock later that same day, he tweets out, big fraud in Georgia. Go watch the fraud. Yep. At fraud.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's using the world's biggest microphone.
Yep.
Right. He was the president of the United States, and he knew every single tweet was going to get picked up by every station. So it's not that it's just Twitter's reach. It's that the reach of that tweet was beyond Twitter.
Yeah, because it's like his stupid Truth Social, right? That fucking moron truths something or whatever, and like it doesn't matter that he's not on Twitter, because as soon as he truths some stupid shit, it becomes newsworthy.
Yeah.
And so everybody picks it up and puts it on their fucking Goodyear blimp and flies it around. Yeah. And now it's like everywhere you fucking look. If he was just confined to his dumbass Truth Social, nobody would see it, because I've literally never even heard of anybody being on Truth Social.
Of course you would.
Right?
The only people that are there, they're to watch Donald Trump say something.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I was also, Steve, I think you alluded to this earlier, I am deeply impressed by how, to my non-law talking guy mind, some of the technical pieces, some of the technical charges seem inescapable.
Yeah.
Some people are going to jail. When you write down, we the undersigned are the duly elected fucking representatives of the electoral whatever the fuck, and then you sign it, and you're not a you the undersigned just committed fraud, dickweed.
And it's we to trim your dickweeds. Let me tell you about Manscaped, the sponsor for your bouncing bundle of joy. No, we're not talking about a baby. We're talking about your baby maker % off plus free shipping. Like that guy on YouTube who had that one video. Never mind. Both are waterproof, so you can shave with less mess. In addition to shaving, you can help continually upgrade your shower routine with the Ultra Premium Body Wash and Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner. You'll have your skin and hair feeling hydrated and smelling good. Don't forget to apply their aluminum-free Ultra Premium deodorant for that cologne quality scent on the go. This Random Package 4.0 covers all bases, from head to base of it, to toe, and hair to ball fro. I think, because you could also throw it. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code TOGDIPS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped and UK TOGDIPS. Here's the platinum package, because the gold standard is no longer good enough. And in case it wasn't clear, this is an ad. FTC. Okay, so thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what is your defense of that? Well, I totes thought I was.
No, you didn't.
Because like the thing says that you totes had a secret meeting, that you were all like, hey guys, this is a fucking secret meeting.
And they have a ton of phone conversations that are happening right around when all this stuff is happening. And then like memorandums. So it's like, okay, well, you're the dummy who wrote it down. So enjoy jail, because there's no way you get out of that. There's no way you get out of it. The fake electors, I said, fuck. I don't care.
They are absolutely wrong.
And that's not a little like, oh, you messed up. That's a felony, bro.
Yeah.
That's like a straight up felony. So a lot of enjoy jail. I also want to point out something else I noticed from this is that Eastman, he wasn't just that he was depicted as in the inner system. Eastman is up there in his goofy hat and unmatching coat, and he's talking, and you know, like he's sort of the guy, the mad scientist in the background, who's not really. He's just trying to convince people to like put the fucking electricity in the Frankenstein monster. He's not actually like, you know what I mean? He's just trying to convince a ton of people.
Yeah, that's the way he's portrayed.
In this though,
yeah,
there's a lot of him pressuring.
Yep.
So when you read it, it's like Eastman did this, Eastman pressured this guy, Eastman pressured that guy. And you're like, wait a minute, I didn't realize how deep that guy was in until, and now you watch the January 6th thing, and then he just him saying, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth. Yeah, there's no truth. But when you finally get to hear the things and places that he was and the people he was talking to, the phone calls he was making, now you're like, okay, no, that guy was absolutely a dick. He was really trying to pressure this. He was really doing the work of this conspiracy.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too, that this indictment stands out as different, is it lays out the legwork that these guys all put in to committing this fraud. You know, like Rudy Giuliani is traveling around the country, having fucking meetings with people in Michigan, and meetings with people in Wisconsin, and meetings with people in Georgia. They are having sit-down fucking meetings to pressure people to create these fake records. They are like, and then when he can't make it, he's on the fucking phone. Yes, he's like, okay, I'll send fucking Cheese Bro or whatever his fucking name was.
What's up, Cheese Bro?
I said his name funny every time I read it. By the way, guys, every time I read it.
Cheese Bro is a great name.
Cheese Bro.
Cheese Bro is a great name. That sounds like a frat where you have to
somebody's name and friend. Oh, who's that? That's Cheese Bro.
That's Squeed.
That's Cheese Bro.
His Eminence Kavanaugh and Cheese Bro. I want to read this piece here because this is Act 108. Act 108 is Trump and Eastman, felony offense, filing false documents.
This is one of the technical ones. I don't know how you got out.
In the U.S. District Court or Northern District of Georgia, a court of the United States basically believed that they filed false statements. Here's the false statements that they made. As many as 2,506 felons with an incomplete sentence voted illegally in the election in Georgia. At least 66,237 underage people voted in that same election in Georgia. At least 2,423 individuals voted illegally in the presidential election in Georgia who were not listed on the state records as having been registered. 1043 individuals who had illegally registered vote using a post office box as their habitation. 10,315 dead people, and a little bit misinformation was used to instruct the Republican poll workers and members of the press to leave the premises the night of 10 p.m. by the president and by Eastman. These are all false claims. You can't prove any of them, right? So you can't do anything. There's nothing you can say to prove any of this stuff. This is improvable because if you don't have any of those things, they've already told you multiple times that you're incorrect. Not only did they do this, but news stations chased this down too and came up with the same conclusion. You have no proof, and you know you lied. Now what?
Yeah, and I think, I mean, again, layperson here, but this feels like the difference between lying. Like, I can lie to you, right? Like, I can say, like, Cecil, I have an enormous penis.
You know what? One time I met this girl.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if I file that in court, right? If you file, you have an enormous penis in court. I feel like at some point, those chickens are coming home to roost, but only one at a time because they've got a lot of room for them.
You can't really roost.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like, those chickens are coming home to pack. It's a pack. So, but like, I'm in trouble, right? This cock is in there. There's a lot of room in the hen house. That's all I'm saying. It's just, again, there's this difference. Like, and he can't say, well, I thought that one, right? Because he knows it's false. Yeah, he's been told.
That's it's made up. Like, this is made up, man. Yeah. Somebody made this up. And also, like, I don't care if you thought it was true. You're the fucking president, man.
I know, man.
Just a fucking lean down. You're not even as good as like a B reporter. You don't have anybody who does that shit for you. If you're that fucking incompetent, why are you the fucking president, man? Get the fuck out of here.
I would have Sarah bet it for you.
Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously, dude, there's been people. We've had people who have asked to be on the show, and you and I are just nice guys. We're like, yeah, sure, we'll have on the show. And then, like, Ian or Sarah comes across like, no, that dude's like an openly jackass, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, you know what? We're busy tonight. Right. We've, because we're not those guys, right?
I'll take it a step further for you. Years and years and years.
That's funny.
Hey, try not
Cheese
to clear
Bro.
these gambit arenas so fast.
That's a real
Takes
name.
work to
Oh my
lure
god.
these guys all the way out here to fight you.
Pass the cheese, bro. I guess. I don't even know how to say that. Someone named Cheese Bro is going to jail, though, apparently. That's funny. Yeah, well, I may get a bounty done. That's something. Yeah, but I am a little disheartened from the attempts to do the multicam editing, and try not to be. Yeah. I remember when my schedule of video production was like 2 or 3 a week, you know. I think we'd have the live stream Saturday and it would be like 3 hours long. And then from there, I probably would make like 5 videos from it, all of them YouTube videos. But I don't know if I'd made any, I don't think I made video clips for online. I usually just posted an image, thumbnail, and
Cabal on the
to
feed.
YouTube video.
Be brave, be notorious. Cabal culture is all.
And I like doing those videos. Honestly, I don't know if I got enough juice out of the squeeze, you know? That's why I stopped when I realized, like, all this work is not really going.
Drop those targets, take the moats, and bank them. Incoming wave at the ruins.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, the only way you can get growth is by purchasing the ads. and people liking your shit, and they tell friends about
Hostiles inbound at the beach. Hostiles at the trees.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I might be able to hear this.
Portals up. Go look them in the eyes. Incoming wave in the ruins. Watch your back. Invader incoming. Moats draining. The blockers must die, brother. High value target.
Seriously, like he had to get up around the corner. Like, he had just stayed still.
Enemy invader down. Hey, you can't blame him for
That's
trying.
annoying. I mean, I knew there was an invader. And
Your allies invaded.
Consider how small it
Close. Build the bank, you get a prime evil. Invaders defeated. Bringing them back. Hey, you're losing moats. Ice the block. Hostiles inbound at the beach. Watch your back. Invader incoming. Opposing team's got a prime evil. Once it dies, they win. Portal's ready. Grab your gun. Portal's prime. Go make a mess. High value targets running. Get it. High value target neutralized. Get those moats to the bank. It's time for a prime evil. Your allies invading the other side.
It's funny how when I cared about it,
Not out of this yet. Feel that prime evil.
I do sometimes care, but most of the time I realize, like, no, it's not worth caring.
That prime evil's compromised. Hit it with everything you've got. Your allies down, but they took someone with them.
They're going to be really weird about everything. I'm just thinking, like, how does that trade right?
Invaders here. Brace yourself. Enemy invader down. The enemy team's about to win this. Get moving. Gambit's over. Opposing team put their prime evil on ice.
Let's see. I guess I got everything. Physical effort. Yeah, I will need to get a chess piece from my warlock, which I guess is on my season pass. There's probably one on my season pass. I should probably go ahead and get it, considering I may not come back to there being a season pass. So glad that it does not take forever to switch characters. That shit's amazing. Yeah, forgot about that. Fuse you. Definitely worthy of it. Anyway, on that note, I am going to call it a day. I may come on tonight late. I typically don't stream for much more than an hour. I'm coming up on an hour now, and I would say that tomorrow I've got to get. I would like to put out a advertisement for the podcast that's launching tomorrow with Carlos and I guess also, I mean, I guess that could be my post for tomorrow. I'm trying to think what section of it that would I play, but anyhow, there's that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I was supposed to record with Greg for the second half of our discussion of night vision. I could give him a call and see if that's going okay. But anyhow, I will catch you on the next one.